Yo, what's up? It's your boy ShadowXA, and today I want to kind of talk about something a little bit different, and that is just the complete fact that Mario Kart World is already somehow controversial already. So I want to get into just exactly why from Nintendo Treehouse themselves.
You're hitting out on the character select screen.
So let me just tell you guys what just a bunch of people have been saying all over Twitter. People have been saying that you're just gonna drive straight and you're gonna like it. And honestly, I know that they're talking about the intermissions because it is a very big change from what we're actually used to whenever it comes to the Mario Kart series. So I understand kind of being scared about that and all that, because it's like that is a very big change. So let's just hope that that it all works out. But anyway, I'm loving the art style with these characters and all of this. Like look at, like, oh my goodness, bro. I have Pauline, bro, Daisy, and Peach. I love Peach's design of this game. I feel like she looks just like her artwork. They did an amazing job, bro. So most people might not be like too happy with this. Speaking of which, Mario Kart is coming back to the channel soon because you no longer need just weird stuff to record online on Dolphin anymore on Mario Kart Wii. So you will see some online matches. But anyways, something I'm very excited about, because Mario Kart Wii Deluxe is my favorite Mario Kart game. We have no more customizable vehicles. Thank you. Let me choose my vehicle and let me drive. Jesus Christ. It might be a hot take, but again, the customizable, why can I not say that today? You know what? I did just wake up. The customizable vehicles, and just all of that. I'm probably gonna come back in Mario Kart 10 because this is not a number title. Look how beautiful this game is. This game is absolutely beautiful, bro. Nigga, is that a cow? Is that a cow on the right of the screen? Are we dead ass right now? Bro, is that a cheat sheet? Okay. Alright, anyways, bro. So this is the first this game looks absolutely stunning, by the way. In my personal opinion, I just like love the way, or just how stylistic it is. Okay. So here comes one of the first controversial things that people don't like. And it's just simply the fact
is a very
that,
significant variable in increasing
that you no longer have to hold L to trail people behind you. I think that's a big change. Why are people so just so mad about that? I feel like holding L behind you for half a lap is not fun. Okay, and yes, is it easy to do? Yes. Is it still making things even more streamlined? Yes. However, I don't know. I think it's a worthy change. By the way, you can also hold more than 10 coins now. I think the max was 18 or 20, I think. Which makes sense because there's 24 racers and all that. I also seen a few clips on Twitter where the lightning shots, it no longer hits you if you're in a tunnel or just like anything else like that. Like just got like completely nerfed and gutted. Same thing with the bullet. I know the bullet got nerfed and gutted, whatever. However, you know, this is a Grand Prix track, so of course it's a very boring track, whatever. This mechanic is crazy. Look at this. What?
A couple of new things
there. That is insane. Now,
so there was a brief rail ride into a
y'all will see a Mario Kart Wii Deluxe though.
Yeah,
that ain't new. Well, that rail grinding for sure new. But anyway, the point desperation is so wacky though, because only like top 4 really get points. What is Luigi riding on?
These courses are connected in a world.
It's just simply the main complaint that most of these are straightaways. Like, look at this map.
That's alright.
You know what I'm saying?
You'll make it
this is kind of like the more sus part of the game, or just where people find it boring, is the straightaway sections. Because we've seen a lot of them, and a lot of them suck. Because you're just kind of driving forward, and honestly, there's only so many boost pads and just things like that that can really keep you entertained for real. But with this being said, I'm going to be making a new ranked series soon for fighting games and for Mario Kart Wii Online and all that good stuff, because I have to show you how great that game is. Anyway.
These sections in between the courses.
These sections. You know what? I'm gonna have to sit here and play devil's advocate. I kind of feel the same. These straightaways, or this straightaway anyway, it's pretty boring. And I know it's pretty crazy to say, like, damn, how is this already controversial? But at the same time, like, look, you know what I'm saying? I think that there is a fuel mechanic, like just in the open world section, but this. For the Grand Prix, I don't know. Somebody said that you might be able to turn these like intermissions or sections off.
Mario's
That's not
exciting.
very like
Really good
Nintendo,
red
I
shell?
think.
I'm gonna have to go,
I do think like online they'll be
Sorry.
off, but
You dodged it. Yeah.
but just like normally, I don't know
So,
if we have the option for that because usually when Nintendo experiments, they really like to
I have no
push
idea where that
whatever they're trying to do. And if it works, it works.
Be very careful.
doesn't
Alright,
work,
looking good.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, I'll take
Um,
it. Yeah, the
so-
more you play these courses, the more
Yeah,
you start
however,
to
this
realize
course
these rails are
looks
all
pretty
over
cool.
the place.
And then
and they're different
what's
routes
called,
and
and then
different paths
just
that
another
you can
huge
take.
complaint is
Yeah,
I'm
it's
still
very
the
beneficial.
the second course that you go to, you are
yeah.
like
Yeah,
you're not really
racing
playing
slightly
like
better than I was,
you're kind of
so
just
it's
going
great to
through
see.
it on the last lap.
And
You
can
only
see,
really play the
you can
first
now
course
do
that you go
multiple
to,
tricks when you're in the
and
air.
the last course that you go to
Alright,
during
that's
Grand Prix,
good.
which is kind of
Here we
weird
go.
because you would think like
About to make our way.
There's
like
people cheering in the sidelines.
you know, it's called Grand Prix, right? You'll be racing 3 laps
You
around
just see
every
all
course.
these
You're wrong.
banners are up,
As you can
Mario
see
Kart TV,
on the bottom left,
really cool stuff.
he is actually on the third
Wow, look at you going
lap
in.
already.
Yeah, really,
Go,
I know.
Make him
like,
proud.
you know, go
Really
and finish this lap or whatever. Which
really
also,
fun
this
to
track
do.
looks very nice, very pretty, in my personal
And
opinion.
it looks
Perfect
like
for a Mushroom Cup
your
track and
competition's
everything.
starting to catch up
But yeah,
behind you here.
but soon, as you,
Yeah, I was gonna
Not
say.
over
as you
yet.
know,
You
you
gotta
you only race
hold that
one lap
position.
I was
of,
gonna say this a little
the
bit earlier. but
track.
in Mario Kart 8.
and then
Oh!
after you race one lap of the track,
That
This game is
you
not
go
gonna wait
race
for me to
one more
speak.
lap
No.
to a different track, and then on the
Every
last
time
track
that
you kind
happens,
of play
they're like, nope,
all the way.
nope.
That's
Oh.
weird for a Grand Prix mode. That's very
Oh,
different.
oh,
Like that's super. Oh, what's going on there?
I respect it. I respect
That's
what you're trying
very
to do there.
different. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving all the new outfits and skins like that.
Hey.
Wow. All right. You had
Most
some
of
good
them are just ported over
acceleration.
from Mario Kart 4, but it's still cool nonetheless.
That was like
I mean, especially because
3
like this is called
seconds
Mario
later, that
Kart
would've
World,
been probably
so
second place.
no longer are we just touring.
All right, so
You know?
They're so cute.
But look,
Delicatessen,
look at this mini
diner
map.
again.
Just
Yeah.
look at this
Speaking of
mini
diner,
map.
here we go.
Yeah.
Actually, though, this does look a lot better to drive
Get a
than
little
the
snack.
other one.
Yeah, there we go.
Because at the
Alright,
start you
dash
have more
food.
turns, so it's kind of like more like an actual
Yum.
track.
Oh,
Something
in
that's
between
saving
those-
this.
between
What
those
is
cars.
this item?
Okay, so like,
Um,
what's one of the
something
most
that's kinda
fun things
saving
about
him
going
right
on a
now,
road trip is like
is the
trying
fact
all the
that,
different food.
there's
in-
actual, like,
in these
shortcuts
different
and stuff
places
on
that
some
you
of these
visit. So
turns.
I've got a
not all
burger
of them, on
There
some
you
of them.
go.
boost,
So this
and
will give you a massive speed boost
you
when
can
you change
transform you
your
into a different
I
outfit.
wonder if it does
Yes, so
anything
cool.
else. Like maybe you'll have
Oh,
different
wow.
items or something, or just like a different like probability of items and stuff.
Right?
And then I also wonder how important coins are going to be now. Coins
Hey, it
might
works out in the end.
like
You meant to do
either
that.
be way less important than they were before, just because there's so
Yeah,
many
we'll call
players,
that
or way
planned,
more
that-
important.
that
than
big
so
big
many
shot.
players.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to find out.
Oh,
But
wow, right
look
behind
at these
you.
straight
Yeah.
sections that like
Okay, so
they're
now
just
we're
not really
getting
Mario
into-
Karty,
we're
but it's because we're in the
transitioning
open world
into
right now.
whistle
But at the
stop
same
zone
time,
Here
it's
we
like
go.
I don't know.
And again, we've got these.
And this is
wings
a
where you
long
can go
intermission
like,
session. Like
Yeah, there we go.
this is a very long trip to
Okay, nice.
I'll race here,
I
but
know
to
there's
where
some
we're
rails
trying to
there.
go.
Yeah.
Nice. There we go.
So
So because this is a rail
honestly, guys,
station,
just let me know what your
there
thoughts and
are
opinions
a
are.
lot of rail
That-
riding.
And a lot of
Because
green
and a lot of-
shells.
this game is
Yeah,
already
right.
controversial,
Oh,
and it's not even out. It comes out in a few months, but
All right.
game's not even
How many
out.
coins do you have?
It's
Yeah,
already
10, right? So you're looking
controversial.
pretty good there.
I'll get-
I think that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's well
Okay,
deserved
there's
because not only
Oh,
not
you
only
already
for the
have two
price
items.
point, I'll get to that eventually, but just because
Yeah,
there you go.
of these
I like
intermission
there.
sections.
This is really
But
fun.
at the same
watch out
time,
for that.
they're experimenting, they're trying new things. That sniper's crazy.
Oh, that. Well, we're only in
You know,
second.
like
Yeah, yeah.
like
we can
just
this
maybe
back.
it just
Yeah, we
seems
got
like this
some
until
time.
we
We're
get it in our
okay.
hands.
Good.
You
Plus,
know,
I'm
you've
pretty sure
been
he's
very
only
lucky.
playing
I've
on
seen a
100cc
couple
or
red
something like
shells
that.
now,
Not 150 or
like,
200. If
behind
there is
you,
a
just
200,
not-
there has to be
not
200 for a game this
catch up,
big.
so that's great.
And then
Okay, we're good,
one
we're
last
good,
thing
we're
that
good.
like just a bunch of people I've been saying is
Got
that
the sand.
right now it's even though the rails are like pretty optimal on a lot of tracks.
Nice.
Hey,
Oh,
And it's
look
kind
at
of
that.
boring because
Beautiful.
it takes away the optimal
Alright.
like line. Bro, look,
Good.
like
Hey,
usually
taking the lead
when you
again.
race on a
Okay.
racetrack in
You got
Mario Kart,
this.
right?
Sorry, I'm
You have to
now
make your
the heart's
own lines
pounding.
and cut them and blah 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 all that stuff. If
No
the
pressure,
rails
but all the
are
pressure.
omega
Healthy
optimal,
adrenaline
right?
going
Yeah,
on.
here we
Think
go.
of
Like
It'll help.
99% of the
It's
time,
looking good.
then it
Oh,
takes
no,
away
DK's in front
that
of me,
the
though.
player's
Oh.
freedom or choice to make what is going on there.
There we
To
go.
make strategic
Oh.
lines for themselves.
Did
You know what I
DK
mean?
go flying?
It's kind of like being on smart
He
team.
did.
So hopefully that's not the case, but at the same
I
time,
don't know, but
we're
I
only in the
happened,
Grand
it was
Prix.
serendipity.
I mean,
it was
like
great.
the Mushroom
Here
Cup.
we
So
go.
of course they're
Yes.
gonna want to teach players that rails are optimal and all that.
All right.
Right.
And
Okay,
plus,
so
Style.
and
Riding the
plus,
rail to
and
victory.
plus,
Setting
who are we
off
to
a good
say
pace. I'm liking
that the
this.
trails are actually
Getting
optimal
first
or
person
not.
first.
Especially whenever
Look at Mario.
We don't
Yeah,
even
but
have
you
the
can
game in
see
our
how
hands.
those.
But
those
without further ado,
rails
this is
really
Chad Next.
change your
Thank you guys so
path.
much for
really
watching.
does,
I put to
yeah.
like just
And you could do
to
something
discuss this
different
game, and
every
I feel like I'll be
Yeah, it opens up so
I'll
many
definitely be back. My
possibilities.
computer broke, but
does.
I'll find a new way to
Alright.
make some
Okay,
videos.
Okay, space
Without further ado, this is your boy
I
Chad
love
Next.
I know. I am
Peace out.
super
Thank you guys
excited
so
for
much
this
for
one.
watching. Peace out, guys.
Goodbye. What's